Hi, this is Lou here from LCD Heating and Gas Services. This is just a short video and some tips when you're getting a new boiler quote. My top tip would be always get three quotes, because that lets you then compare, different companies, different people to each other. You can then make up your mind what the most important thing is to you, whether it's price, guarantees, peace of mind, reliability. There's loads and loads of different things. Everybody will have a different priority when choosing a new boiler. What I would say is, when choosing people to give you a quote, go on and check them out. There's loads of review sites now, loads of photos on people's websites. Make sure obviously that they're legally allowed to do the work, that they're gas safe registered, and if they're part of Plumbing Federation, whatever, you can check these things very easily now online. Another tip when you're getting boiler quotes is to make sure that you're comparing like for like. Sometimes you might think, oh, this company or person are that much cheaper than another, but it could be because the materials they're using, the boiler is a totally different one than the other person or company are giving you a quote on. So you think, oh, he's cheaper, but the reason they're cheaper is because obviously they're not using the same. So if you're wanting a certain boiler, inform the people that are coming out to do your quotes. This is what I'm looking for, this is what I'm wanting. And any good heating company or heating engineer will give you their knowledge for free. They'll advise what they think is best. They'll advise you on what your needs are as well. So it's not the first time, I'm sure it won't be the last, that we've quoted a boiler and the customer's adamant that this is the make a boiler they're wanting, this is what they're wanting, this is what they've priced up, that's what everybody else is quoted for. And we drive by a week later and you can see the flue outside and it's a different boiler, and it's a boiler that you recognise, and for a fact it's less than half the price of the actual boiler, never mind the fitting. So when you're getting a quote, it really is important. Compare like for like, because then you're just not comparing, you're just going by people's different opinions. And I personally wouldn't take any offence. If you've got maybe a boiler that you want, go back to the company and say, look, could you provide me a price for this boiler or that boiler? Because generally the installation price is not going to change. So the installation price is just going to be the same. So the only thing that would change is if you got a different boiler manufacturer or model. Obviously the prices do vary. Another thing to bear in mind as well is that, say you get three quotes and you've got the exact same boiler, same filters, same controls, blah blah blah. So it's three things and you've got three different prices, and they're quite different. And the reason they can be quite different is it could be a sole trader who isn't VAT registered, so it doesn't have to charge VAT. It could be a bigger company that you might get a longer guarantee with. They might provide out of hour service for your boiler and the lights. So sometimes the reason companies or people are more expensive or cheaper than each other, there are reasons. So have a wee look, because that couple of pound that you save might have been not so bad, with peace of mind and the backup service. So also as well, you've got to bear in mind, some companies and some people are affiliated with some boiler manufacturers, so that allows them to give you a longer guarantee. So you might have a couple of quotes in front of you and it's exact same boiler, same model, same everything, but one company is offering 5 years, the other one's offering 10. That is because they're part of a scheme, an accreditation scheme with that boiler manufacturer, and because they're carrying out the work to the manufacturer's instructions. So will everybody, but because they've been accredited by this company, you have the ability to increase guarantees. So unfortunately not everything is as simple as just checking prices. You've got to make sure that it's the same product, that you're pricing against each other, and you've also got to see what extras are included in the price. Is there a longer guarantee? Is there maybe an emergency call out that service that they provide free of charge? Or is it solely sole trader, not VAT registered, and he's able to save money because he's not charging you VAT? So at the end of the day, it's always up to yourself, and go by what you think is right. My biggest influencer is really people recommending me different things, you know. I don't think you can beat a recommendation, but if you can't get a recommendation, do your homework, put aside 5 minutes. That's all it takes now with the internet. You can check all these different review sites. We can check with GasSafe, more importantly, that they are qualified to do the work, and I'm sure you will get someone good to do the job. Thanks for listening. Cheers.